Ronald Reagan was a Democrat, and he was sort of liberal. And I knew him. I didn't know him then quite, but I knew him. And I knew him well. He liked me. I liked him. He was like this great guy. And he was a Democrat with a liberal bent. And he became a great conservative, in my opinion.
Sure, one of the greatest presidents.
By the way, and a great president, and a great leader, he had something very special. But if you think of it, he was a little bit less conservative, actually, than people think.
He was a governor, sure.
He had a great heart, and I have a great heart.
All right, comparing himself to Ronald Reagan, and joining us now is Matt Lewis, senior contributor for the Daily Caller and author of a new book, Too Dumb to Fail: How the GOP Betrayed the Reagan Revolution to Win Elections and How it Can Reclaim Its Conservative Roots. There it is on your TV screen. Hello, Matt.
Hi, good to be here.
Well, your take on when you hear Donald Trump compare himself to Ronald Reagan.
Everybody wants to be like Ronald Reagan. I would just say, Donald Trump, you're no Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan is a guy who, who spent a lot of time learning about conservative ideas and philosophy, wrote his own speeches, wrote his radio addresses, served as a two-term governor of California and president of the Screen Actors Guild before ever trying to run for president. And so I think that that Donald Trump has some big shoes to fill if he wants to go there.
When you're talking about how the GOP betrayed the Reagan Revolution, I know you're not just talking about where we are right now, historically speaking, after Reagan, et cetera, but let's go to where we are right now. Would you say that Paul Ryan, Mitch McConnell, and the establishment Republicans in the House and Senate are among those you're talking about that have betrayed the Reagan Revolution? And I can't even say how that's to win elections, because they run the other way, they win by running the other way, and then they govern as almost as Democrats.
Well, look, my book really takes on two different enemies: lunatics and heretics. The lunatics are the fringe elements on the far right, the sort of nationalist, populist Donald Trump supporters that I don't think are conservatives. But the heretics are the people who really aren't conservatives either. They're liberals, they're establishment Republicans, and they've helped create this environment where Trumpism can flourish by their impotence and by their weakness. I actually think Paul Ryan is a good conservative, and let's see how he leads as Speaker. He's still new. But yeah, I think a lot of the quote-unquote establishment Republicans have little to show for the years of governing, and have again created this situation whereby voters are so upset and angry that they're willing to turn to Donald Trump.
All right. Well, two things you said that strike me, and one is Paul Ryan, being a good conservative, gave away the store on every Obama program imaginable, including Planned Parenthood, the immigration, everything in this latest omnibus bill, and that is what fuels Trump. And I think you got it wrong. I think the people who follow Trump and admire Trump and love Trump are good conservatives. They might not realize that maybe Trump isn't as conservative as they think, or maybe they don't even care because they're finally hearing someone speak their language.
Yeah, look, I think that there's no doubt that Donald Trump is tapping into something out there. I think that Americans, if you look at Barack Obama's failed presidency, Americans are really upset with the way the country's going. They're upset with the fact that Republicans haven't been able to stop Barack Obama. And I think they're willing to sort of take a chance on a strong man who's not that conservative. I think it's dangerous to trust politicians that they can fix things, but that's what Donald Trump is alleging. I also think there's another problem out there, which is that there's a lot of working class white Americans who specifically have become very frustrated and very angry over the fact that the American dream they were promised, where you could go to high school, graduate, get a factory job paying you $15 an hour, those days are gone. And this phenomenon actually is happening on the left and on the right. We see it a little bit with the Bernie Sanders phenomenon. But basically, whether you want to blame, on the left they tend to blame, capitalism and globalization. And on the right, Donald Trump, I think, is blaming immigration and tapping into that. But look, the bottom line is that there is a hunger out there for a strongman leader, and there's a frustration out there. And I think Trump is tapping into this I think he's a demagogue, but he is tapping into it, and it's working.
All right. The book, Too Dumb to Fail. Matt Lewis. Matt, thank you very much, sir. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right. Up next, folks, Give Me 5. But first, tonight, join me, Steve Malzberg, 9 p.m. Eastern for Trump's veteran fundraiser. That big event at Drake University. We'll be broadcasting it live right here. Then don't go anywhere, because at 11 p.m. Eastern, we're doing post-debate coverage of the Fox News Republican debate. So you miss nothing. You get everything by keeping it right here on Newsmax television all night long. We're coming back with Give Me 5.